Hi and welcome to Watch Me Code episode 8. So I realized at the end of the last episode that I'd kind of used the date RFC 822 and people might not have known how I could be so confident that it's going to be RFC 2822. And the reason is that when we actually look at how the Git web interface formats timestamps, it formats the dates using RFC, this format, consistently. So every time it formats the date, it's all using RFC 2822. So that's why I was able to use that particular date format. So that was just that piece. Anyway, let's get back to where we're at. So when we last left, we had a Git SCM files system working as a telescope, and we'd implemented just the get timestamp. So at this point, we now want to start implementing some of the other methods that we need. So the first set we're going to need are going to be these ones called get revision, get revisions, and get default target. So get revision is designed to just get a single revision. Get revisions is designed to get the list of references that we want to get. So if we look at reference type, is either a head or a tag. So this gets us the complete list. Get default target is designed because we want to be able to identify the default branch, and so that's why we need that one. So these are all going to basically involve parsing pretty much the same page, but just pulling out different pieces of information. So let me get rid of that one. So if we go to git WP repos maven, so we've got this tags and we've got this heads. So if we go to the heads page, this gives us the list of heads, and then this one with the underscore is actually the default. So this is the default branch for this particular one. So that's what the get default is going to be looking for. So if we inspect, we're going to see we've got this class current head there. So what we're looking for is we're going to be going to get the page, get the table heads, and then look for current head. And there's various bits of information we're going to need to pull out. So it's going to be class list name, and then there's bits in there. We probably can either parse from here, parsing the URL, or we can parse the actual text of the link. So that's that bit. If we go back here and we look at tags, again, we're going to have a table class tags, and we're just going to want to pull stuff out. So let's not hang about too long. So we had previously, we'd gone with, let's get rid of that. Previously we'd gone with this, and we're just going to pull this bit, and let's go with get revisions. So list SCM revision result equals new list right. We'll figure out what the URL is, and we'll figure out that bit, but we're going to return result. So for reference type or type reference types, switch reference type, case head, case tag. Literal. Dot. Elements. There's probably other ways I could do this. Oh, break and break. So using the switch gives us the ability to make sure we've covered all the cases because the compiler will catch for us. And now A is tags. Okay, so we don't care about H. So this one is going to be heads and tags. Oh, isn't that so handy? Heads and tags. Now, class current head, TD, class list name, class list name. So we want the A's that are in, so table, heads, TR, TD, A, class list name. Heads. A. A list, and this one is going to be tags. So that's the elements, and now we need to get, right. So for and here Java will help me. There we go. Right, so this is the element. We're going to go system at println element. Work. Let's wander back up here. Test get revisions. Revisions, some potentials, and enum set all of now. What we'll do for now, we don't need this cert, we just want to actually run the method and see what we get. Right, so we're getting the bits we're after. So at this stage, for this one, we need to figure out what we want to do. So I'm gonna take a chance. Let's see if we can actually find out what happens here. So git heads is the name. So git heads body. So what do they do? TD ref age, that's okay. TD class current head or just TD. A ref short log ref full name escape HTML. So that guy. So the href is this one to the full name, and then that looks like we're adding the body, which is just the escaped HTML of the reference name. So I'm going to go with just using the reference name parsed from this HTML, which will be automatically unescaped for us, so we don't have to worry about it. So in this case, we're in a head situation, so result add new. Now, here's where we need to get the revision. So that's tags. What does heads give us? It just gives us that one. Now, is this giving us anything good? No, it's not giving us the ref. So we're going to have to go and find out the revision of that branch. Now, that's going to be fun. So for now, let's see, is there anything else we can do? Ideally, what we want is to actually get us something that would give us the actual commit. Now, oh, here we go. Commit there. Now, that's on the tags. Let's see, there's no commit on the short log. Is there? Nope. So we're going to just have to fetch the revision for those branches. But you'll see for tags, we're going to have to do something similar anyway. So we're going to go with get revision remote credentials, and now ref our half name, so element text. So that's going to put those ones out. And we're probably actually able to just do that. Now, damn, we're not on a new enough Java. Default. Now, we have to use Java utils logging when we're in the Jenkins plugin. For now, one of these days we'll get it to switch to something else. But nonetheless, so. Right, so at this point we're now to the get revision. Now, if this is a reference, it will start with constants or refs. If this is a hash, it may be a full hash or short hash. So we can't do this one. Prefix equals constants or heads. Prefix equals constants or tags. And that's got prefix plus. So we're now into getting the actual. So at this point, we need to get the actual commit. So if I go, let's go to tags, and let's look at a commit. So if I change that H to the master, that's giving me the master commit. If I give this Maven 3.5.1 or 0, that's giving me the tag. So let's go with refs, heads, tags. So that's what we want. So what we want to do is we want to go with commit view, refs, and then that will actually give us the actual ref for it somewhere in this page. Yes, commit. So we're after that commit is what we're after in order to get the ref. So yes, where am I? So we already had something parsing the commit, which is this guy. Well, let's go here. So we need ref or hash, that's fine. That gives us a parse. Now, okay. If ref or hash starts with constants or tags, this is a tag in this case, then we need to do something different else. So what we need to do is, for a tag, we need to capture the timestamp, because the tag needs to know when the timestamp is. And for a regular branch, we just need to get our hands on that commit. So we have to parse for two things, but we know in both cases we need that commit. So let's look at that one. So we're after object header tr SHA-1. Now there's several SHA-1s, but we're going to go for the first one. Now we could be a bit more precise, but I'm just going to go with picking the one that's going to actually get us. So like once we've got this functional, we can obviously explore actually making the code more robust. But we want td SHA-1, and we want elements get 0 text as the revision. Elements get 0 text. So that's the revision. And now we want, in this case, we want that one for the time. Right. Okay. to get the elements again. Okay, and now turn new git tag SCM revision, new git tag SCM head, and the name is going to be ref or hash substring constants or tags length time comma revision. It's that one. In this case, we return new SCM head new SCM revision impl new SCM head. Now let's look at this one again. Now, okay, so let's just take this SHA. What happens if we pass just a plain SHA? Well, it looks to have picked in here header. Title, span refs, there we go. So there is this refs list. Now, let's see what happens. That's not any refs, so that's not going to give us much. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to see if we can figure out, but let's assume else if ref or hash starts with constants or heads. So we're going to be going with ref or hash substring constants or heads length comma revision, and that's that one. Else. Now null if it doesn't exist. Well, let's go return null fix for hash branch name. That's that one. And now if we go back to our test for SCM revision or revisions out println or just to see what we're doing. So we have some issues fetching URLs. Interesting. So error fetching URL. Maven release plugin copy invalid hash parameter. Refs tags this guy. Oh, great. That's been escaped. So AH. Now, is that H? Well, we don't need the H there anyway. Right, and then when we're up here, A semicolon H. We need to tell this guy not to expand that guy with the slashes. So and the UI templates. It seems like as if this guy is breaking the URL specification. No. What is tags? Maven release plugin copy. Well, okay, so we're actually picking the wrong one. That's good to know. TRTD a list. So let's inspect. List name, list subject. Okay, all right. Name and name. Okay, we've got all those revisions. Now, the one thing that I'm not happy about is we're actually having to go and get every single one of them in order to actually resolve them. So that's making it be a slower lookup. So maybe the thing to do is actually to return a new abstract list SCM revision, and instead we go right, this becomes a list of string, new array list, and instead of get revision, if we just return this guy prefix, I'll return new abstract list. So this there becomes private list this result size. Right. Okay. If SCM revision 4 equals hash get index, if or equals null or equals get revision remote credentials and result get index. time. Hash put set index or that's the size. We need to do something else. I'll return or. Now, that should give us a lazy lookup, which is important because it means we don't have to go and do everything in one go. So now you can see we're actually getting each revision one at a time. The one thing is that does seem slower than just fetching them all. So we'll worry about optimizing this a bit more. Most likely what's happening is we're losing the HTTP connection between the JSOUP invocations. And then I'm just going to try and get this default one. So this isn't commit URL, this is URL. Action URL. Now, for my heads, let's inspect this one. Class current head. So that's in TD class current head. Heads. So it'll be class heads, TD heads, TD head, a.name, master, and we need to then fault target. Find usages. If constant starts with or heads. There we go. So if elements dot size greater than 0, return constants dot or heads plus elements get 0.text. So at this point, what we have now is the ability to actually get revisions and all this sort of stuff. So we've got that get root, which is doing nothing. So this is going to blow up somewhat spectacularly, but it should give us the ability to actually see the branches without actually doing a local checkout. We can investigate different ways of getting that performance faster by caching things, and we can investigate how we can actually get some of the information without having to dig quite so deep. But for now, we'll just, oh, missing return statement. Yes, return null. Right. This should at least give us some visibility into us actually getting somewhere along the right way. So ideally, we'd like to be able to find some way of getting all the revisions of the branches without actually having to go and fetch a second page. And even better would be if we could find some way of getting the actual timestamps for the tags. And the reason tags need a timestamp is the tag timestamp is kind of not wrong part. Necessary in order to actually declare a tag. You need to define what the timestamp is, because that timestamp can then be used for filtering, so that you can, an important thing is to be able to say, okay, I only want to discover tags which are recent. And so now if we go to test and we go to Maven, and if we scan multi-branch pipeline now, it's going to blow up and find a load of things, but what it should do is, so we're still looking for remote references. We need to figure what that is, because it's going and looking for those things. So we're still not picking up loads of stuff that's not working right for us yet. Supports, skip. And then validate is okay. So why is it not picking these guys? These guys should be being invoked. And we shouldn't need to do this ls remote. Okay, I'm guessing that's going to be a problem for next day. Written code, and it's not quite working yet. We get there.